In the quiet of the night, when the noise of the world finally fades, there is one thought that has haunted humanity for centuries. We look up and we listen. The universe is not small. It is not merely big. It is terrifyingly vast. Our planet orbits an ordinary star. That star is one of roughly 400 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy. And the Milky Way is not special. Astronomers estimate there are 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, each one filled with stars, each star potentially surrounded by planets. When we multiply these numbers, the human mind begins to break. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches of Earth. And among those stars, there are billions of planets that could support life. Oceans, atmospheres, chemistry, time. Life on Earth appeared almost as soon as the planet cooled. Given enough time, simple life evolved into complex organisms. Complex organisms evolved into intelligence, and intelligence learned how to look back at the stars. By all logic, by all probability, by all mathematics, we should not be special. We should not be alone. And yet, the universe is silent. No signals, no megastructures, no probes, no whispers in the cosmic dark. The stars do not answer. This silence has a name, a question so unsettling that it has reshaped how we think about our future. It is called the Fermi Paradox. If the universe is so old, so vast, and so full of possibilities, where is everybody? That question is not just about aliens. It is about us, our survival, and whether intelligence is a gift or a cosmic mistake. In 1950, during a casual lunch conversation, physicist Enrico Fermi asked a simple question, a question so straightforward, it stopped everyone at the table. If extraterrestrial civilizations are common, where is everybody? This is the heart of the Fermi Paradox. Not a statement, not a theory, a contradiction. On one side, we have probability. On the other, silence. To understand why this question matters, scientists created a framework not to give answers, but to measure the mystery. It's called the Drake equation. Despite its intimidating name, the idea is simple. Start with a number of stars in our galaxy. Estimate how many have planets. Estimate how many of those planets could support life. Then ask how many of those worlds develop intelligence, how many create technology, and how long they survive. Even when scientists use conservative numbers that assume life is rare and intelligence rarer still, the result is unsettling. There should be thousands, perhaps millions, of advanced civilizations in the Milky Way alone. Some should be millions of years older than us, civilizations with time to spread, to build megastructures, to leave unmistakable fingerprints across the galaxy. A single advanced civilization, expanding slowly at sublight speeds, could colonize the entire Milky Way in a few million years. In cosmic terms, that is the blink of an eye. And yet, when we search, we find nothing. No Dyson spheres dimming stars. No alien signals repeating across the sky. No ancient probes drifting through our solar system. The universe appears empty, not dead, but quiet. This is not what probability predicts. This is not what logic expects. So something must be wrong. Either life is far rarer than we imagine, or intelligence is a cosmic fluke, or something is stopping civilizations before they can reach the stars. Something powerful enough to erase them or silence them every single time. Imagine a long road. At the beginning lies dead matter, dust, gas, simple chemistry. Somewhere along that road, life begins. Further still, life becomes complex. Complex life becomes intelligent. Intelligence builds tools. Tools become technology. And eventually, technology reaches for the stars. The great filter is the idea that somewhere along this road, there is a nearly impossible barrier. A step so difficult to pass that almost no civilization ever makes it through. And the most disturbing part is this. We don't know if the great filter is behind us or ahead of us. If the filter is behind us, then humanity is extraordinarily rare. Perhaps the leap from simple cells to complex life almost never happens. Perhaps intelligence itself is a cosmic miracle. In that case, the silence of the universe is comforting. It means we survived what others could not. But if the great filter is ahead, then every advanced civilization reaches a point it cannot pass. A technological threshold that becomes a death sentence. Consider our own timeline. In just a few thousand years, a microscopic moment in cosmic history, we have unlocked forces capable of ending our species. Nuclear weapons, artificial intelligence, climate engineering, biological manipulation. Power once reserved for stars is now held by governments and soon by individuals. A single mistake, a miscalculation, a system optimized for efficiency rather than wisdom. Civilizations may not explode dramatically. They may simply unravel. Nuclear war doesn't need to be total to be fatal. AI doesn't need to rebel to destroy us. It only needs to outperform us in systems we no longer understand. Climate collapse doesn't arrive overnight. It erodes stability until societies fracture. From the outside, such a world would go silent. No signals, no expansion, no trace. Just another planet that briefly learned how to think and then forgot. If the great filter exists ahead of us, then the universe is not empty because life is rare. It is empty because life does not last. Imagine a forest at night. Every tree is alive. Every bush could be hiding something, and every creature is armed. No one speaks. No one lights a fire. No one reveals their position. Because in this forest, survival depends on one rule. The first to be seen is the first to die. This is the dark forest theory. In the universe, every civilization is a hunter, and every signal is a risk. You don't know who is listening. You don't know how advanced they are, and you don't know what they want. But you do know this. Any civilization capable of interstellar travel is capable of annihilation. Even if most intelligent species are peaceful, it only takes one predator, one civilization that expands not out of curiosity, but necessity, or fear, or efficiency. In cosmic timescales, morality is fragile. A signal from another world is not a greeting. It is a confession of location. And in a universe governed by survival, the safest response is not curiosity. It is silence. Or worse, preemptive destruction. A civilization that reveals itself risks being erased before it can defend itself. Not out of hatred, but out of logic. You cannot afford to wait. You cannot afford to ask questions. Because the cost of being wrong is extinction. From this perspective, the universe is not empty. It is holding its breath. Advanced civilizations do not build broadcasting beacons. They camouflage their planets. They hide their energy signatures. They erase evidence of their existence. Some may even destroy emerging civilizations before they grow strong enough to become threats. Quietly, efficiently, without malice. If this theory is true, then our greatest danger is not invasion. It is attention. For over a century, we have been shouting into space, radio waves, radar pulses, nuclear signatures. We have announced ourselves, a young species, standing in a dark forest, yelling, and so far, nothing is answered. The Fermi Paradox does not give us answers. It gives us a mirror. When we ask, "Where is everybody?" what we are really asking is this: what happens to intelligence? Does it burn out like a candle, bright and doomed? Or does it learn restraint, patience, silence? If we are alone, then the responsibility is immense. Every song, every story, every act of kindness on earth may be the only place in the universe where such things exist. A single fragile flame in an endless dark. But if we are not alone, then the silence may be a warning. Civilizations may not announce themselves because doing so is dangerous. Survival may favor those who whisper, or those who never speak at all. Perhaps the universe is not empty. Perhaps it is watching. Humanity now stands at a crossroads no other species on Earth has faced. Our technology grows faster than our wisdom. Our reach is beginning to extend beyond our home world. The universe has been quiet for billions of years. The question is not whether we will find others. The question is whether we will survive long enough to be found, and whether, when that moment comes, we will be ready to decide. Do we speak, or do we stay silent?